it's not so much that it's controversial. It's just you and I were chatting because okay, we're doing Grease because it felt timely since Rise of the Pink Ladies is out
Yes.
now, and Rise of the Pink Ladies is I think a ton of fun, but like
Yeah.
it's not like the music is great, right?
Mm.
And here's my favorite thing about Rise of the Pink Ladies actually is I watched an episode and I was like, okay, it's it's okay. The
Yes.
music's fine. There's nothing like that has blown me away yet, musically in it. But what I think is very funny is when you look up the reviews of Rise of the Pink Ladies, it gets panned. Like people are trashing this show. And I don't think it has earned that for a
Mm.
couple of reasons. One, a number of them obviously are just like, it's so woke, stop injecting your politics into my good old time, right? And I'm like, no, get fucked. I
No.
don't care. You can give me the least, like, everyone's like, it's not real for, like, what the time was like. And I'm like, great. That was a shit time. Like, no one needs to
Yes.
relive the 50s actually as they happened. That's great. Make it better. Make it more progressive. I'm always going to be here for that. Like
Well, and also to play devil's advocate, quote unquote, or like we're talking about should have been gay for Greece. It's the same way that like when people are like, oh, a league of their own, blah blah blah. Gay people
I
exist in the 1950s.
yes, but here's the thing. Is like A League of Their Own I think is more realistic.
You
And to be
okay,
fair, Rise
okay.
of the Pink Ladies, it's not. It's so blatantly like not realistic to how things were at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care.
Yes.
Because and the reason I don't care is the reason that I think there's no way that it deserves a 1-star review, even from the people who are just like, the music's terrible. And I'm like, the music in Rise of the Pink Ladies is not great. Absolutely. And at the same time, is a perfect homage to Grease, which I'm sorry, but like, this is a deeply unserious movie.
Oh,
Like,
it was
this movie
it is
is
camp. It is
insane. It
camp.
is
It is
campy.
silly. Yes.
It is over the top. These are not clever lyrical like masterpieces. These are cheesy songs that we all love because we grew up listening to them 8 million times.
And
And they're
because they
great.
bop.
Yes.
That's literally all you
And
need.
also they bop despite being not good songs.
All right, but I will highly argue with you on not good songs. Hopelessly Devoted to You is one of
No,
the best
some of
songs
okay, I'm not gonna say
in
all of
the
them. I'm not
world.
gonna say all of them are bad.
Hopelessly Devoted to You and Worst Things I Could Do, Rizzo's
Yes,
song,
is great, but also,
perfection.
but at the same time, this is a movie that contains Summer Lovin'. Summer Lovin' is a ridiculous song, right? Beauty
Yes,
School Dropout is a
classic.
ridiculous song. Yes, they are classics. That's the
But they're
point.
supposed to be ridiculous.
They're supposed to be ridiculous. This movie is bonkers. And so I just think there's something so funny about people coming after Rise of the Pink Ladies by being like, wow, these songs are like not even that great. And I'm like, what movie are you remembering in your mind, my man? Like, what movie are you re envisioning as having contained just like nothing but amazing, like, I'm like, no, that's the point of why these songs are great. They're insane. They're insane. Like a song that features just like Ramalama Ding Dong. Like, come on, man. Come
Yeah, no
on.
one's like
That's the bar that
the
you think
lyrical
Rise of the
genius
Pink
of
Ladies
bop
can't
shabop
meet.
shabop boo bop bidoo bidoo shibidoo
Right,
bidoo
yeah.
bidoo
Like
and I love it.
that's the bar that you think this comes in so far below. It does not. It comes in right at the same place, and
All right,
it's
lower,
insane.
lower.
Then some things, yes. Other
But
things,
yes,
to me, honestly, it doesn't have
we go
the
together.
time. It doesn't have the benefit of time where people had no other movies
Yeah, yeah.
and just played Grease endlessly. But like, I think to me, the thing that I think is the funniest about Rise of the Pink Ladies is I'm like, you'd think anyone who enjoyed Grease should really enjoy it
I
because
watched Rise of the Pink Ladies and loved it.
it's
I
fun.
thought it was great.
It's
Like
fun.
I thought it Oh, I agree. It encapsulated the like silliness, but also like
Yes.
added in some more. I freaking love the wokeness. Give me the wokeness. Give me the and when you really think about it, Grease itself, Rizzo's character is a feminist icon.
Yeah.
So like to act like there's no feminism in the original Grease is like, what movie were you watching?
I mean, people are just upset because they're not all white anymore. That's all. Let's be
Yes,
real.
I
Like,
know. I
we
know.
don't need to beat around that bush too hard to find it's a bush full of racists. It
Yeah.
always is.
Yeah.
As per usual. I don't know. I just thought it was so funny that, like, I watched the show and I was like, oh, this music's kind of okay. Because my standards for music these days are higher than that, but
Hmm.
not when you listen to Grease. I'm like, if I'm comparing it as like it's trying to mimic the style of Grease, I think they did great. I think they did great. Could the music be better? Yeah, probably. But honestly, like, yeah, that's to me, if you compare some of the stuff it's competing with, I'm like, it just, if it had 50 years of people just playing it nonstop, I mean, we'd all love those songs. Like, some of them
True.
are fun. Like, they could be a little catchy,